Hello everyone. I'm just gonna get this video out the way because I feel like I've been like holding out on videos just because of this matter, and I don't know, like I've been wanting to share my story, but every time I try to record it, I tried 2 times. First time I was very I was still emotionally and mentally damaged, and as to this day I'm still am, but I'm a little bit better. But now that I'm like on the camera and I'm about to talk about it, I'm kind of like, well, so and the second time I was kind of like, I don't know, I don't even know how to explain it, but so I will be talking about the time that I almost died, and I'll be telling you all the details and my experience and all that. So yeah. Anyways, throw out a little disclaimer. In this video I will have like pictures of the car, of blood, if you're sensitive to blood and all that, and it's just gonna be very graphic pictures of me, interact. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, this was on October the 17th of 2018, and I think it was Wednesday. Let me look at the calendar. It was on Wednesday, so okay, so I think that day, the night before that day, I came home kind of late. I normally go to sleep around 11 o'clock or 10:30ish, but that night I think I went like around maybe 2 or 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and I normally get up around, okay, so my first class is 8:30, so normally I get up around like 7 o'clock or 7:30ish maybe, I don't know, 7 o'clock, and then I get up, I take my bath, do my hair, brush my teeth, blah blah blah. But I think I was so tired that I either turn off my alarm, like it rung and I turn off my alarm, like, and I'll be like, oh, I'll get up, da 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 da, like, I know someone did it, I know y'all understand me on that, like, you know how you your alarm go off and then you turn it off instead of hitting snooze, and you be like, oh, I'm gonna get up. Well, I did that, and don't do that. Don't do what I did. So anyways, by the time I woke up, I realized it was 8:40 or 8:50. It was one of those, or it was like 8:30. I don't know, it was around that time. It was around 8:30 to 8:40 or 8:50. Anyways, my class had already started for my first class, and that was English, and I have been late for that class and tardy for that class a lot of times, so I knew I wasn't gonna make it, but I wanted to make it to my next class, which was college algebra. Also, I forgot to mention that I was thinking about just staying in bed, but I just got up anyway. And I was like, oh crap. So I got up, I threw on some blue jeans, I put black and gray striped long sleeve shirt, and I threw on a white jacket, I put a polo cap on, and I brushed my teeth, put my glasses on. It was broke though, like I don't know if I still have those glasses. I don't know where they at, but I had those. That was broke on one. The legs was broke, this side was broke, and this one was still hanging on. So I used my cap to hold the glasses up while I drive, and yeah, put on a baseball cap, and then I headed out the door. So I left the house around 8:50. Traffic wasn't that heavy that day. it was kind of like drizzling outside. It was kind of like wet and cold. So yeah, I wasn't really paying really attention to that. And yeah, so I was driving, and oh yeah, I forgot to mention I had got what was that? A sausage and bread, and I got that before I left because I noticed my mom cooked. And normally she doesn't like really cook in the morning time like for breakfast, so that was kind of like you know that was kind of like shocking and kind of like weird, but it wasn't weird, but it normally doesn't happen, so it was like okay. So got that. So anyways, back to when I was driving. I always take this road, and this road is very known for bad wrecks, and it causes like a lot of deaths due to accidents because it's a very curvy road, and it's 599. It's called 599, and I'm sorry guys, I might get emotional, and if I cry, I'm so sorry. But anyways, my legs are really shaking, but I gotta get through this video. So anyways, I'm all over the place right now. I'm gonna start back where I was. Okay, so I was driving, and while I was driving, I was eating my sausage and bread, and when I was done, I rolled down the window and I threw it out. And after I threw it out, my wheel like shook. It was like this, so it scared me to death. So I was like, oh my god, like I was like, whoa. So 3 minutes after I was coming around the curve, and I was going like 80 because I was speeding. Remember, I was trying to hurry up to my next class, and when I was going around the curve, I don't know if it was my wheels or what, but I started shifting, like my car was like going off the road, so I'm like I was full alert. And as I grabbed the wheel, I saw a red truck, and then this thing I know, I say, oh my god, I'm in a wreck. And after that, I remember just turn this way, like away from my side, so I won't get hurt, like very very hurt. So I'm trying to turn this way to like avoid like hitting the truck, so it won't like fully hit me on my side. So I went this way, and that's all I remember. I blacked out. So I really don't know what happened after I hit the red truck, but I blacked out. I don't know what happened. So I was basically asleep, I would say. When I woke up, there was a paramedic, and I think he tapped me, and I remember just waking up and looking around, and I'm saying, what happened? And as I'm saying what happened, I'm looking around, and I'm looking at my windshield, and that what caused me to say what happened. But I kind of had an idea of what happened, but I just thought it was a dream. So I'm looking at the windshield, and it's caved in. Like it's the whole thing is just, it's like on this side, it's completely just gone, but this side is just caved in, and I'm seeing like glass just dripping down. And the paramedic man, he's like, sweetheart, you had a wreck. And I'm like, so I think I blacked out again after he said that, because I don't recall them putting me on the stretcher. I just remember having my eyes closed, and after like I opened my eyes, I'm in an ambulance, and they're asking me they're asking me for my name, they're asking me for my age, they're asking me for my social security number, and after they ask me my so for the I'm sorry. After they asked me for my social security, I'm sorry, y'all. After they asked me for my social security number, I knew it was real because, like, why in my dream are they asking for my social security number? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, it's, I don't know. So, so after they asked me for my social security number, I just remember, like, I'm just crying. And I'm like, what happened? Like, what happened? And they're like, sweetie, you was in a wreck. And that right there, that just made me like just bust out in tears. And I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, it's not okay because right now, my face is burning, my mouth is hurting, and I just feel this burning sensation like in my face, and I just remember just saying like, can you please call my mom? And I was like, sure, baby, sure. And then like in the process of them like getting my phone to call my mom, I remember just asking like, are they okay? And it was like, oh, they're fine, you know. She did the same thing 20 minutes before you did, and she was at home when you reached. I'm like, okay, that's good. And yeah. So when I called my mom, oh yeah, that's for my passcode, and that made me realize that was real soon. So they tried to call my mom, and she didn't answer. So we're just sitting there in the truck, and they're like cleaning my face up, and my face is just burning like a glass. I could feel the glass on me, and I could feel something like in my eyes, and I felt something else, and there was something on my tongue. So I was like, there's something in my mouth, and it was like, let me see. And when like I did this, and it was like, oh baby, sweetheart, that's your tooth. That's a piece of your tooth. And I'm just like, oh my god, I'm like messed up. Like, I know I shouldn't be thinking about that, but it was just, I don't know. Anyways, my face was still burning, and like, you know how you scratch your face and it just start burning? This how I felt like it just very sensational. And I'm sorry, I didn't know this was gonna be this bad. They asked me what, like, how much pain was I in from 1 through 10, and I was like 8, and it was like, where's most of the pain at? I'm like, in my mouth. And he was like, the older paramedic, he was like telling me, when you first hit your teeth, they're very sensitive at first, so that's why I was hurting that bad. And this side of my lip was like bleeding a lot, like it wouldn't stop bleeding after they were like patted with a cotton ball. And so they put like a white tape on there because it was like a very deep cut. And for me turning this way, I got a few cuts on my hand, and I will be posting pictures, like I said, up here somewhere. So yeah. But anyways, while I was waiting for my mom to call, he showed me a picture from my car, and y'all, if y'all was to, like, if y'all see the car, you would think something like tragic, like something. I would be irritated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just felt like if you, like, a person who didn't know I was alive and they see the car, they would think I would be gone. And personally, I feel like angels and God protected me. In a way, I feel that way when I was in the ambulance. when I was in the ambulance, I felt like I saw this figure in the left corner of the ambulance, and I'm laying back on my head and on my back, like on my back, and my head is like up, looking at the bright white lights, and you know you can see out the corner of your eyes. So I see this figure with an afro and the same colors of a picture of my grandma on my father's side that I never met before, but I have seen pictures of her. In this particular picture, she had these purplish, darkish color on, and I saw the same colors in the same afro in that corner of the ambulance. And that really, and when I looked that way, it was gone. So I turned my head back, like, up, and I tried to see it again, but I couldn't see it anymore. And in my mind, I'm like, Grandma, is that you? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm really feeling like I'm just, like, communicating with her or something. Like, not communicating, like I'm trying to, like, make sure, because, like, after I saw that, I felt her presence, and honestly, I feel like she wrapped her wings around me. And, yeah, that was very, very, just, like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really just feel like she was there with me. Anyways, so through the ride, it seemed pretty quick, but I think I was like asleep, and then I was waking up and sleep and waking up at the same time. And but we finally arrived, and they took me to the hospital. Oh, I forgot. After that, when I saw my grandma, my mom had called back, and he was telling her that Aaliyah was in the rig, and please don't panic. She's okay. She's gonna be okay. And they're gonna take me to Forest General. So, we arrived at the hospital, and I was in my room, and they cut my clothes off, they hooked me up, put IV in my arm, and it's just, the doctor is just making sure my back and my chest and everything was okay. And my mom arrived, and I just started crying again, because I was just like, I'm just so happy to see you, you know, like, who knows, like, where could I be? Because honestly, when people were telling me that 599 was a bad highway, I was like, that's not gonna happen to me. Like, my record's not gonna happen to me. I can drive perfectly fine, but anything can happen in a matter of seconds. So whether it's your fault or not, it can still happen to you. So that was a big eye opener for me. But yeah. So after she arrived, they took me to scan the CAT. What is it? The scan for your head. I can't really think of it. But they examined my head, and nothing showed up, so I was okay. So they took me back to my room, and yeah, started back crying again. And I still have blood and glass. There's a few pieces of glass on my face, and yeah, I was just crying so much because I'm just like, still here. I'm sorry, guys. That's my stomach. I'm kind of hungry, so. But anyways, yeah, I was just crying. My blood pressure getting high. Mom was like, "Come down, or they will keep you," because my blood pressure was going high. More as I cried. So I was trying to come down so nothing, more serious can happen. So finally come down, and my grandma, she came there and she made me feel better. It's like, it's just, I don't know, my grandma's very, I don't know, she is she is a character, so she made me feel better and warm. And she was just, cleaning up my face. She was like, "They could have got this blood off your face," and stuff like that. So that made me laugh and everything like that. It discharged me after a while. When I got home, I wasn't really in pain, honestly. I just had a really bad headache. And also, when I was at Forest General, they prescribed me muscle relaxers. And I was just like, muscle relaxers? Like, muscle relaxers. Anyways, they prescribed me muscle relaxers, and they didn't work because I had like this very, very, very severe headache, and it would not go away. Most people who have like car accidents, they're sore and all that. The next day after my work, I still had a headache, and I was sore just on my right side of my body. My left side, I was okay, but my right side of my body, like my arm and all that, my neck, it was kind of sore. So I think the next day after that, or that day, I still had a headache. So my mom took me to Covington County Hospital, and they did way better than Forest General. Not to bash any hospital, but they did way better. They gave me a shot in my butt, and they gave me some pills for nausea, which I don't know why, and they gave me pills for headaches, and they work like a charm. And also they gave me another scan for my head to make sure everything was okay. And yeah. Also, the nurse was like, "Oh, you're the one that was in the wreck. Girl, you famous," like, because my post was getting a lot of shares and likes and stuff, and honestly, I was not expecting that. When I started having, I was like, "Oh," like, I was getting all types of friend requests, all types of messages, strangers, and honestly, that made me felt so better. Like, it felt so warm. It just made me feel like, I don't know, I just felt like loved, and I didn't even know those people, and I don't know, it just really made me feel like, I just feel like I had something, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, that's basically it, guys. But the results from my car accident, I just had like, I'll show you guys my scars. So I got like a scar right here on my lip, or the deepest cut that I have, and it's right here. And honestly, I feel like that's me hitting, I don't know what I hit, maybe the steering wheel. And also, my airbag did not deploy, which was very weird. And I think the wreck happened around, it was like around 9:15 when my car kind of like shook. 9:20, 9:15, and I got out the hospital like around 2 or 3 o'clock. So, and I always wonder like how long I was sitting there in the car before anyone noticed me. And also the girl who was in the red truck, also I hit the red truck, but anyway, the girl who was in the red truck, she saw my post on Facebook, and she was like, "I'm so glad you're okay." And I was glad she was okay, obviously. But anyways, I got some little scratches on my cheek. I got like a scar like right here. That's my second deepest scar right here. Right here, and then I got some, well, I got one right there. I got a few right here. Also, I had a piece of glass stuck in my forehead, and I let it stay there for like a week and a half, and I let it stay there for like a week and a half. Also, my lip was severely busted and swollen, and after a few days my face was swollen. Obviously my tooth got chipped, and I'm like, sometimes I'm very insecure about my chipped tooth, but my mom told me to not be insecure because it's just a blessing. Like, it's just a result of a blessing. And if anyone say that, just tell them it's a blessing. So I got a chipped tooth. I don't know if I'm gonna get it fixed. I'm kind of comfortable with it now. I'm more comfortable. I'm more comfortable than I was before about it. But sometimes I'm very insecure about it sometimes. And I got a few scars on my hand from turning this way, from avoiding more damage on myself. But I had no broken bones. I didn't have to stay in the hospital. So honestly, I'm blessed. I believe my grandpa and I believe my grandma on my father's side was there to protect me, and I felt like God was there with me. And personally, I felt like my car saved my life as well, because she's total. She's no longer with me. Her name was Molly. Yeah, it was just the passenger side. It was like demolished. Nothing was wrong with the front. It was nothing wrong with my side, the driver's side. So it was not touched at all. That's why I feel like God and my guardian angels, which is my grandpa and my grandma, was there with me. My grandma on my father's out there with me. So yeah, and also I never met her before, so I guess that was my first meeting with her. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I really hope this video is not that long, and I really hope you guys can kind of understand me, because I know my voice is shaky. So I just really felt like I needed to get that video just over with, because I've been I just been procrastinating a lot on this. I've been procrastinating a lot on this video. Excuse me, but yeah, like I'm just blessed, and I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful for what God has really just what He did for me, because you know, anything could have happened that day, you know. But I'm very thankful for what He did for me, and I'm just glad that nothing more severe happened. So yeah. So yeah, it took me about, like, I'll say a week and a half or two for me to heal. And yeah, I was thinking about not going back to school, but I talked to one of my favorite teachers from high school, and she was just like, it's just best for me to just get school out the way. So now I still don't have a car to this day. I also don't think just because it's you, it's not going to happen to you, because it don't work like that. It's life. Anything can happen in life. So yeah, I think that's about it for this video. So yeah, I do have some videos I have recorded. I have a prank video before I read, and then I have another video about me doing my hair that I recorded like 2 days ago, so I'll be posting that after I post this video, well, after I post the prank video. So thank you guys for watching, and love, peace, and faith. Bye guys.